2, 3, 4.
Oh!
How are you?
What's going on? We were just writing our new song.
It's a musical called When Dinosaurs Attack.
Yeah.
It's
this song. It's the first song musical ever written.
One song musical. Is that what you mean?
I think it's what I mean.
First song musical. I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, I said we were just writing a song, and you said it's a musical.
Oh, I see. I see.
So you're
having a bit of a go. First off.
No, I was having a little play, like I was going,
Yeah, I just jibing with stabbing me.
We've created a thing.
Stabbing me.
Yeah, but like an offer stab.
Like a nice stab.
Like in theatre sports.
When you stab people nicely.
Hi.
Welcome to the Golden Stream.
I saw that people were talking about Thor.
Yeah.
Before on the chat.
Yeah.
And that, you know what's great about Thor? And interesting about Thor? We all liked it. See? That proves that when we disagree, it's from a place of truth.
Yeah, that's right. I had one problem with Thor.
Here we go.
That Asgard looked like Crown Casino to me.
It did a bit.
That was my one issue.
It did a bit.
But other than that, I've very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, the production design was a bit naff. But it did sort of... And someone else said that Thor heralds the recampaigning in a good way of superhero movies, because we've had your dark, X-Men, your Batmans and shit, right?
Yeah, but the recampaigning is the start of a slippery slope into Batman Forever.
Yeah, I agree, but the best superhero movie of all time, Superman 2, is camp.
It is
a camp movie.
That is true.
There's camp elements, but I think it was a camp time.
Right.
70s. Crazy time.
I didn't find Thor camp at all. I thought it was quite,
really?
Truthful to the real Thor.
Yeah.
Like Asgard.
Yeah, really. In the look of it, though?
What does the actual Asgard look like?
Oh, it looks more like Middle Earth.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Not as sort of...
Yeah.
Not as sort of...
Goldie.
Yeah, not as Crown Casino.
Emerald City.
Yeah. I think they were trying to go, they're not gods, they're aliens. We're not going to get into the whole god thing.
Because it'll upset people.
It's going to cloud the issue, and I kind of see that. Fair enough. They're aliens that were
I do always get
mistaken
confused
for
when
gods.
they say they're gods. And
whatever, even if they're aliens,
don't have god
just
powers.
give them castles. You know?
Castles, yeah, you do like
We're aliens, we've got castles.
He particularly likes pronouncing castle.
What is it?
Okay, what about this? Best, speaking of castles, I really hate that argument, by the way, that's why I'm changing the subject.
Okay.
Yeah,
speaking of castles, whatever they are, best armour in a movie, Excalibur. Don't even go, it's because it's Excalibur. Best armour in a movie.
So when you started
whenever I see armour in a show, I was watching Merlin last night. Merlin was on telly. And, admittedly, it's TV, so budget a bit shitter. I was going, this just looks shit. Because Excalibur exists, armour in... Even the armour in Lord of the Rings is fair, because we've already seen the movie called Excalibur.
He likes shiny things, by the way. He's got a fetish about things that are shiny. So
it's not just a sexual one.
But it does include sexuality, though, doesn't it? You got to admit.
Sexuality, it permeates the sexual areas of my psyche. It does, yeah.
In which shininess, which is why Scarlett Johansson nearly blew your head off in the last Iron Man.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a pretty nerdy conversation already, isn't it? Welcome to the Golden Stream.
Welcome to the Golden Stream.
It's nice to...
Who we got, Gatesy, today?
We've got the usual suspects. Good to see you all. Good to see you all again. I miss Merlin, says someone. Howdy, me especially. Hi, streamies. Hi, boys. Hey, hi. We've said hello.
Look, we can't say hi to everybody. Actually, we probably can.
Yeah, we probably
Does
can.
everyone like shiny things out there? Like rubber, latex. He's talking scuba gear sort of stuff. That's the kind of stuff... That's where he's going with it.
I also like cold steel. The feel of cold steel.
So
is this up? Is that too much?
No, I'm just trying to construct
to know about
No, there's always more to know.
Are you ever tempted to lick the cold steel?
Not lick it. No, just feel it against me.
Right. Just lightly slapping against
embracing
not
the
slapping.
cold steel.
Just a light
Just
Slap.
do you know what my ideal is? I wouldn't just spend a whole day there, but just as a nice treat, like a floor that was like that thick, solid steel, just lying on that.
Well, I mean,
You know, like when you're sick and lying on the floor is comforting.
you should go into the morgue.
Well, I'm sick a lot.
and ask to rent out one of those drawers.
Oh yeah.
Do you mind if I just lie in one of your drawers?
And
for a
I
while?
could just sort of sleep in one.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a kind of the nerdy show, because I mean this was a nerdy present we bought.
We bought it
on
for
the
Scott.
road.
Yeah, Roboraptor.
Roboraptor. It actually
Responds.
responds.
You can set it to be in a good mood or in a I haven't had enough sleep type mood.
Oh yeah.
You know, the problem with Roboraptor, it's a very high-tech toy, okay, but it can't walk.
Are you bagging a toy we gave you?
Yeah, I kind of am now. It's with love, in the same way I bag you guys. It can't walk on carpet, and also when it can walk,
It scares your child.
it scared my child before she could. It was actually a very primal thing. When she saw Roboraptor, she could not deal with it. She ran away. She
probably
rarely
proves
runs away
It proves she's right in the head to be scared by a robot.
by a robot lizard. But the thing about Roboraptor is when he can walk, the one thing he knows how to do is find the nearest wall or door and just start smashing his head against it.
He's got autism.
He's got problems, old Roboraptor.
I think it was possibly the last pointless present you've probably ever been given. You know, the toy that is you unwrap and it's really fun for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
but then afterwards you go...
The era of
what's
it was a
point?
semi-joke present.
It was
Yeah.
a semi-joke present, but he had to take it with him for like the next 4 weeks on
Yeah.
the road.
I think it fits really well in the clubhouse though with
It looks-
Roboraptor. It goes
great.
along well with our fake open fire heater,
Yeah.
electric sort of gas thing, and also our picture, which you can't see, of two Jedis fighting with lightsabers, rendered entirely with Empire Strikes Back cards
Oh, there you go.
on blue tacked onto the wall.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it works well.
Yeah,
It's
someone
good.
said,
poo-pooed it.
very cool. I agree.
Oh,
I
thanks.
poo-pooed it at the start.
You did.
I
You were a
couldn't see it.
naysayer.
I couldn't see it.
You said nay, and then you said
nay.
yay.
Yeah, I have since said yay to that.
Well, should
nice
we kick
story.
off the show
Let's,
with
yeah.
the nerdy song that
Yeah.
was requested last week? Was it requested last week?
I also want to mention District 9
Yeah.
because I watched that. I watched that last night,
Yeah.
and that's another film we all like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This episode is like the musical Hair, where everyone just
No.
sort of loves each other.
Yeah.
We won't get.
We do the nude bit.
We won't
Can we
do
do the nude bit? Who wants the nude bit?
The nude bit is so disappointing. You know, you
Of
go to a
some
musical.
hair?
You go to a musical to see nudity,
No.
Yeah.
but then when you actually get it, you just sort of go, "This just reminds me of The Showers" or something. You know, like
No.
Yeah.
I think there's more no's and don't do it's than shirts off boys.
hey, fuck you.
So.
Oh!
You think we don't have feelings?
Do you want to sit at the front there, Scotty, with this one, and so you can have the.
Oh look, I'm sorted actually.
Okay.
Guck, and
hold on.
I'd rather stand with the guitar to be honest with you.
Okay.
To be perfectly
Fair
frank.
enough. He's got his issues. No, he's things that he likes. Standing with guitar.
He does have his things that he likes. Oh god.
Oh.
So, Gucky, now there's some sort of physical stuff in this. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I
Or
guess
are you-
I have to. Yeah. Well,
Do you wanna go here?
Alright, well that's probably a good.
Do you want to go there?
Yeah. All right.
And I'll go here, or do you want to go there?
I think that's the thing. That was one of those things that I thought maybe we should discuss before
Yeah,
before we
let's
wrap.
do that.
But then I thought, no, we'll just
No,
feel
let's
it.
discuss
It's a shame to waste that stuff.
But let's discuss it now.
Okay.
Because in the so this is from one of our musicals. I can actually say that. This is from one of our musicals called Lady.
Would you say we've done 3 or 4 musicals, Johnny?
I'd
Toss
say
Winkle.
we've done 3 or 4 musicals. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'd say.
Well, I guess what
Because
I'm getting at is
Use Attack Dogs
how
a
to
musical.
Train Attack Dogs from scratch, which is it comes as a special feature on our Woodford DVD.
in fact, the
fact, it's
special
what makes it
feature
special.
is longer
Yeah.
than the Woodford show.
That's it there. And How to Train Attack Dogs from Scratch was an odd piece. I think it's fair to say.
It was a troubled and continues to be
Yeah.
a troubled
Yeah.
child.
Anyway, any of you who are into semantics, check it out. Tell us if you think it qualifies as a musical.
or not. There you go. Little bit of a project for you guys at art school. Formal properties.
Do you think people who go to art school are into
tripod? I don't know.
Maybe one or
There's
two.
certainly, but this song we're going to perform was requested last week, called "We're the Nerds." It's from Lady.
You're in a
Robots.
very dark jacket, and it's. Can we see a bit of colour?
Can you under
Please,
top
I know
two
what top you're wearing
top two
too.
buttons?
Oh, this is another bonus for the nerd show. This was a T-shirt that was made for me by Scotty and Yon years and years ago. Ready? Unveil.
Good.
You had to send in 5 proof of purchases of 5 other T-shirts to
Yes.
get that T-shirt.
Exactly. No, this is it's character Neednum.
Neenum.
Neednum. It was possibly the most
his line.
popular, not popular. The ones, I think it was the Leftovers, wasn't it? Really.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
1983's Return of the Jedi. He was Lando Calrissian's
Co-pilot.
in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And everyone who collected Star Wars figures had one of these, because I think he was part of a cereal packet even. You sent away for a Neednum.
Yeah, you had to cut up proofs of purchase of other Star Wars figures and send them in. So reject or bonus. Neenum needed to decide that within his own heart.
Half full, half empty.
Yeah.
My friend and I, my friend Frog, after a swim in the pool, we would get in the bath together and play this.
The Cold Steel and
no, there was no Cold Steel, unfortunately.
Back in those days.
And we used to play this game.
Cold Steel.
Oh, the cold steel. No cold steel back in those days. Just lime ceramic baths.
That's so weird.
I probably would like a steel bath.
And one of that.
Do they exist?
What?
Yeah,
A
they do.
stainless steel bath.
They certainly do.
Aren't they iron or something? Stainless steel, I suppose.
It'd
It'd have to be stainless steel.
It'll be like
a bit
bathing,
medical though, wouldn't it?
You like bathing in a very large sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that.
But but you know how a sink isn't solid?
Yes.
It's not a solid metal. It's like a. It has to be solid.
You have to be, yeah.
because
Someone's
straight
just
away.
accused us of ripping off Andrea Powell by doing old person voices.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All
You
right.
find we're ripping off Justin Hazelwood.
I also think we're ripping off the Doug Anthony All Stars used to do old
Did they?
people
Yeah.
voices.
Oh,
Interesting.
yes. Oh, Paul
Interesting. It'd be
McDermott had
interesting
the
to look
best
into-
one.
If you're going to say we've ripped someone off, say it's the Doug
Back it
Anthony
up.
All Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It'd be interesting to look into when the first old person was on stage, wouldn't it?
Yes.
When was the old-
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. And I wonder if he was accused of being a rip-off.
A rip-off.
Of young people.
Yeah.
You're just trying to do
It's
young
not done
people
as well.
but you can't. Yeah, so we used to play this game in the bath called Neenum Fights.
Yeah.
I can't really
Right.
remember what it was. I just
Sure.
remember the name of the game.
Neednum is a euphemism for penis.
What?
It didn't involve peni.
You say need num.
Neednum.
does, doesn't he?
Neednum.
Need num.
Neen.
Neednum. No, it's the way there's a glottal happening. Neednum. See?
Glottal. Oh, it's his glottal again.
Playing up.
Playing
I
up.
don't want to say neenum.
Can you take the jacket off? Because look, it's sort of this weird dark area where you are.
Take the jacket off.
Look,
at
you
it'll
look
be
nice.
just all red.
Look at that, it looks beautiful.
Red's awesome.
Look how good that is.
Woohoo!
That'll be like old school
A
days.
for red.
I'm red.
Take
He's
it
blue.
off. Where's
You're
the
green.
147?
We used to
Big
have
doodles,
costumes.
Take it off. Red is Purdy, Baby Leo, Melbourne girl, colours yay, red, blue, green.
Yeah,
Can't
good.
take it. I don't
You can't
understand
you don't have to
that.
read
Can't
everything that's on the feed.
take it. Yeah, I was about to get to one I didn't understand. Okay.
We used to have costumes like the Wiggles, like a different colour each, and people would yell out Wiggles, and because when we got the costumes, the Wiggles weren't quite massive yet, so we didn't. I don't know if we even knew about them when we first had that decision, and quickly they became massive. Oh, good, So we got sick of being called the Wiggles, so we dispensed with the costumes in our act. But people still kept yelling out Wiggles.
By the way, I'm excited about The Witcher, the video game. Has anyone got it or played it? Is it out yet?
I'm excited about L.A. Noire. It's sitting on my desk ready to be explored.
What do I want to know about The Witcher? And I could look this up, but I'm just going to
Yeah,
ask
thing
you
is
guys.
about L.A. Noire, it's
Yeah,
like
it's,
it's got like, you do
I just want
interrogations
to know
and
if it's
shit.
out on console. Is it?
Because in L.A. Noire, right,
You haven't
you,
played L.A. Noire yet, so stop talking about it.
you haven't played your Witcher.
No,
Doesn't show up.
Doesn't show up. It's all right.
Anyway,
It looks,
that was Goatsy's costume.
It looks amazing, The Witcher. Okay. Oh no,
Oh,
there's some
anyway, I
freezing
can't.
going on.
What?
Okay. Are we back?
Yep.
It will be apparently. Oh, good. Good to know. Tripod. Okay. Now, set the scene.
Yes.
Hey, someone just tried to give us a URL and it got censored.
Ah, get it on something.
Someone type
That's
cunt and let's see
interesting.
if that gets censored.
Type a rude word, folks. Let's see if that
Oh, the rude words get censored.
Does
What
it-
about
What's the rude?
bull rod?
Bull rod.
Does that
Try
get censored?
Come on. Someone type in bull rod.
What about
Censored. It
removed.
says censored. Censored.
Ah,
Censored.
hey, you must be really
You
giving it
guys
to
are
us.
Filthy. All right. Now, what's,
Oh.
what's the rudest thing
Imagine-
you can write in? That
Bull rod.
Bull rod. Awesome. I want to see the filthiest
Yeah,
insults
what's-
that
that
don't
gets
get
through.
censored, that gets through.
Dick spit.
Gog.com.
Try that.
Dick
No,
spit.
no. Dick spit.
Dick spit.
Man,
Really?
what about man yogurt? Cock knuckle.
Cock
Fart
knuckle.
knocker.
Hey, cock
I
knuckle.
like fart knocker.
I think cock knuckle's
good.
the rudest so far, though.
Wank.
Wank gets in.
Ribby,
Absolute
you win
fart
for
knocker.
Simple, clear-minded, elegant.
What about
Penis,
bast
mate.
hole?
Spoof head, man yogurt.
Spoofhead gets through.
Yeah, spoof head gets through. I like
Bastard.
bast hole.
Yep, bast hole's
You
in.
guys are genius.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, this is
Grank.
Grank.
So, in Lady
Jerk
Robots.
ass.
Yep.
This is the best time
I
ever.
was expecting something Shakespearean. You goat swaddled, lily-livered son of a whoring Baghdad, something or other.
Creativity of another kind.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
definitely Grank.
Yeah.
What does Grank mean?
I don't
What
know.
Grank means. Grank is kind of violent
Grank.
wank, isn't it?
Grank.
Is that what it is?
No, it's
Granking Really
no,
granking
it's
Grank.
it's a snooty grandpa. A
Ah.
grank.
Grank.
He's a total
And
grank.
he's wanking it whilst being an
No, he's nothing to do with wanking.
Oh.
Stop wanking a grandpa.
No, he's wanking himself.
You're just there, right, taking notes
Studying him.
for your linguistics.
Son of
essay.
a motherless gout.
Son of a motherless gout.
Oh, we're going to do
yeah,
a
we're
song.
gonna
All
do a song.
right,
Right,
we get
okay.
the message.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
so-
fun. This is fun for you,
Oh,
Steve.
you
When
have
we
to-
do the YouTube bit, people go, "Oh, fucking hell! I can't get involved."
So,
Alright.
So in Lady Robots, we answer a distress call and we go to another planet, and we find ourselves on this other planet. We crash land our vehicle into a cave, and we find ourselves in this empty cave with like toys strewn about, special edition figurines and whatnot, and
We
and,
sort of realised that someone else had been there.
writing.
And that they were nerds.
Well, there's writing on the floor.
It's writing on the floor.
And it's in Klingon, so that's how we, conclude that they're nerds.
And I'm reading a bit of this. I'm reading from the floor. Scene is set. This is my last transmission. After this, I'll be gone. If anyone hears this message, help the movement live on. Me and my brothers, and our sister, Deirdre. It says it right here. It says,
We're tired and weak and our fuel cells are dry and we've totally run out of rations. And all our emergency flares have gone right out of fashion.
How could we set trends
Could we set trends?
when we never even had friends?
Even had friends. Back on Earth, we were outcasts. We were nerds, or so people said. We generally kept to our own, but one group wouldn't leave us alone. The teachers of phys ed.
They spent 3 years studying health. They never understood the word asthma.
They were constantly wearing a whistle, even when they took Vegemats-ma.
cross-country run. The horror. The horror.
We were tired of living in fear.
Of undies being wedged up our rear.
At a weekend Star Trek convention, someone yelled out in Klingon, Akmanak nak ak fuck knuckle. Grank.
What was... sorry, I'm quite got that.
Well, there's a translation.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna rocket right out of here.
You can shoot us with lasers, blasting holes in our blazers. We're the nerds. We're the nerds. We're the nerds.
So we landed on this alien planet.
We're the nerds.
And built ourselves a nerd utopia.
We're the nerds.
It doesn't matter if the sun is shining.
We're the nerds.
No one forces us to leave the house.
We're the nerds.
Walk around in cloaks and medieval armor. The streets rang with our annoying laughs.
How they laugh.
We thought this world we'd built had everything.
And so, the nerds lived for years, free of the threat of the PE teachers.
But nerds cannot live on toast alone.
So they set about building a race of women. This would serve them twofold.
Firstly, they could procreate the continuation of the genetic heritage of the species.
Second, and within the first point, they would get to fuck for the first time.
But their design was fatally flawed, for the nerds' knowledge of women was sketchy and third-hand at best.
We tried to make them realistic, slim and 7 feet tall. But when they finally met us, they didn't really like us at all.
We were beneath them. How familiar.
It quickly occurred to the nerds that maybe it wasn't such a good idea to give the lady robots stupid amounts of weaponry. And whoever it was who had the absolute brainwave to give the lady robots an insatiable appetite for nerd flesh, well, they'd made the oldest mistake in the book. To fuck up, in a general sense.
Then our deaths were ferocious and epic. But how cool were the special effects? I never know when this bit ends. Is it ending now?
I think I can end it by
Okay.
saying the next bit. And those few of us that were saved made a last stand here in this cave.
And we never even got to have sex.
This is my last transmission. The words finish here on the floor, man.
Wow. They must have died whilst writing it.
It's tragic.
Oh, hang on.
Standing on
the Anne's mission. After this I'll be gone.
You can shoot us with lasers, blasting holes in our blazers. We will fight. We're the nerds. We're the nerds. And you can get that on our new... No, you can't.
No. Never did film that show.
Never
No.
made a film of that one. Oh well.
But if you sort of extrapolate out from that song, like that sort of is the backstory, and you could sort of work out what the rest of the show is
Yeah, I
from
mean, it's
that.
obvious from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yoni falls in love with Zossol, the Queen Lady Robot.
Yeah. Model 2251.
Spoilers alert. Yeah.
Is it a spoiler if the people can't actually see it?
Well,
What?
maybe one day they will.
Maybe one day.
Maybe we'll create a little sort of paper cutout puppet theatre version of it for Golden Stream.
Like a webcam performance
That
of it,
would be
of the whole thing.
great.
So, okay, 12:54.
I'm
What
exhausted.
do you guys want to talk about?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, well,
All
we've
this
got
talking, all this.
We've got TOF shows coming up, and
What are they? What's a
TOF
TOF show?
shows,
Is it a
it's
show
yours.
where we dress up in a top hat?
No, actually, interesting theory, but no, not the case. In fact, the TOF refers to the TOF in Town, which is a venue in Melbourne, a beautiful little room in Melbourne. There are still tickets available. We're playing Sundays in June, so if you happen to be in Melbourne or a psycho from somewhere else
Who has the means?
does that sort of stuff.
What
Rich
if
psychopath.
you were like really rich?
Yeah.
Then and you would lived in America or something. Then like super rich. Then you probably wouldn't be a psycho to come. You'd just be a rich person for whom it meant nothing to splash a bit of money on a first class plane where you just lie in bed. You know what I mean?
That's why often rich people can get away with psycho behaviour. Because they're rich, as you're saying.
No,
they get away with murder.
I'm sort
in
of saying
fact.
the opposite. I'm saying like if they were so rich that it meant like it wasn't much effort at all.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with
Oh,
you.
right.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just extrapolate out from
Yeah,
that.
yeah, go on.
Contextualise
Yes,
it a
do,
bit.
do,
So
sorry.
that's- for me, if you fly internationally to see a show at the
show.
TOF in Town,
Yeah.
you're a psycho.
Really?
It's going to be a good show, but really, I mean, if you're going to fly internationally,
We've got
that's
we've got
that's
penguins.
like 24 hours.
We've got penguins.
Penguins.
Well, you could come and see while you're in Melbourne, you could see the
Well,
penguins.
if it's part of a trip.
I thought you
then
were
I,
just-
I apologise. You're
I thought
not
you were
a
going to
psycho.
surprise us with like a little sort of segment in the show called Penguins.
We've got penguins.
Yeah, we've got penguins.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's like a little Melbourne travelogue, sort of.
Yeah.
Talking up Melbourne.
Shows
I'd
on
do it.
Sunday.
I like Melbourne. I like where we live, but it's
Me too.
not a tourist town.
What?
It's not really a tourist
It's
town.
not really a tourist town.
It's not though.
What?
Well,
It's a bit
okay.
shit.
No, that's a good idea. I mean, this will of course isolate our overseas viewers. But Scott, when guests come to Melbourne, where do you take them?
What?
That is a idiosyncratic Melbourne experience.
High Street Northcote.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's the end of my street.
Yeah,
wouldn't
good.
it?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
the
good.
end
No,
of
it's
the
good. So 2 of the nights you're here,
Yeah.
you go out and see bands
Yeah.
in your street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, great. Everyone loves that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what?
Because Melbourne's good for music.
Yeah, but
yeah,
that's
yeah,
an
yeah.
experience that tourist cannot get anywhere else.
No.
Yeah, but
Okay, all right. Scott needs to travel more. All right, that's established.
That was Berlin, guys. I didn't really talk
well,
too much about
Berlin,
Oh,
Berlin is an example of a city that has a reasonably thriving art and culture sort of thing, but also has some extraordinary buildings and
history, in fact.
quite a lot of history.
that. No, but how was it? Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, it was good,
I'm
thanks,
not getting
yeah.
at anything. I'm not trying to...
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
No, it was good. Thanks.
No worries.
We shared a little room together. We had 2 little single beds,
Yeah.
separated by it's fully laid out in
I'll
DDR.
post a photo
sort
of it.
Did you only take the mattress
probably
off
just
so you could
busting
feel
to know.
the cold steel?
The cold steel,
No,
the
they
cold
didn't.
steel of socialism. No, of yeah,
No, I don't think they had that.
no.
You asked, do you have any cold steel beds with latex bed sheets?
I'm sure there's in
Latex.
Berlin. I'm sure there's
So
a whole
you're
hotel
assuming that because I'm
dedicated.
into cold steel that I want to wear latex
It's the shiny
and shit.
thing. The shiny.
Oh, I want to look at the shiny thing. I don't
You don't
particularly
wanna
want to feel it or wear it.
My bad. I'm sorry to have
That's okay.
pigeonholed you there.
No, that's all right. It happens. I'm
Is
sure
there-
I've done it to someone once in my life.
Yeah.
Is there anything happening on the feed that perhaps we can talk about?
Someone wants to hear Meaty, or someone wants to hear on behalf of all.
Big Geeks. Do we know that one?
That's a good, but it suits the
It's a good accompaniment to
yeah.
today's. It's been a
Nerd
lot
show.
of it's been the nerd episode.
I think I remember it.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
you ready?
Let's
Go.
give it a go. And that, yeah. All right. So, on behalf of all the geeks, I'd just like to say I've been telling you all along that Lord of the Rings was cool.
He told you so many times. He told you so many ways.
I wore a cloak to school every day. But who's laughing now?
want to do?
What?
Do we want to do the Middleborough Road version that has extra lyrics?
Oh, what are they? Do you remember?
Yep. The one about arrows. But normally there's like a musical interlude with a guitar. But you could just go straight back into another chorus.
Yeah.
And now you'll all do as I did.
Right.
You'll
Let's
do a
do
short
that.
course. Another
Yeah.
one. 3, 4. Now you'll all do as I did. You'll do a short course in fleshing.
That's arrow manufacture, you amateur!
But don't try to catch up now. It's too late to make amends. You were far too busy with girls and cars and sports
And friends.
Yeah. That's a good one.
We did, yeah. I mean, Lord of the Rings had just sort of come out at the movies when we did that, so
It has lost its...
yeah. For people who are young enough to not remember a world in which
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings,
Maybe we change it now to, I've been telling you all along
Thor.
that Thor was cool.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that works.
There's one that shut me recently, actually.
a movie.
Yeah, no, just that exact thing. It's people coming around to...
Oh, dot. Narnia.
I'll have a think about it. Oh, huh?
Narnia.
No one come around to
That was a
Narnia.
joke. That was a joke.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
No, wasn't that either. Because I never said Harry
Oh,
Potter.
what the Watchmen.
No, more recent.
More recent.
More recent.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim.
No. I'm not cool enough to have been into that.
Fully. Peter Jackson. Yeah, I remember the Skid House clip too, Ace. I loved it. It was a real fantasy. That was one of the great things about working on that show. We got to, a lot of wish fulfillment happened. We got to dress up as stormtroopers in one sketch. In the Lord of the Rings song, we pretty much
did we
fashioned
do?
it on Queen,
Yeah,
Bohemian
it was based on
Rhapsody.
Bohemian.
We had little
that's right.
billowy white pirate shirts.
Wigs.
And we were shot
yeah,
from above.
yeah.
A lot
Lights.
of, it was great. And you looked scary, particularly scary, Scott. Menacing,
mate.
menacing.
Is it because he didn't have his glasses on?
frightening, nightmarish even.
It's because he
Like,
didn't have his glasses.
like,
I was...
"Ugh."
You were sans glasses, weren't
trying
you?
to have
In that
presents.
film.
That's
clip.
right. Hey, you should have show them face without glasses,
No,
just for the stream.
no.
Why not?
Yeah.
No.
Like no, I know. I understand you don't want to do it on stage, but
No.
this is just an
But
intimate.
this is just with us and the
Nah.
and the. How many people
No,
would
like
a
like?
it's
little
not gonna
treat,
happen.
like a little treat for people who have.
You have a very
you know.
handsome face, Scott.
Thanks, mate.
Watch
You've
this,
got-
watch this, watch
Okay,
this,
yeah.
watch this. Even with a beard. See, the beard really offsets the glassesless wearing thing.
Yeah,
I know,
right.
and, like-
so you're saying as long as he's got a beard on, if he takes his glasses off,
Yeah.
he looks good.
And quite
I'm
often
not
I'll be walking
fucking
past.
taking my
I'll
glasses
be walking
off.
past him. I've noticed the glasses are off, beard on his face, like a fuzzy face thing, and I have to double take because I go, "Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Scott."
Does the beard sort of soften the cragginess?
It really does.
Yeah, right.
I've got a complex about taking my glasses off
Because
because, and you know this very well, and I'm just going to explain to you, streamies, that this is why I'm not doing it. It's not you. It's just that I feel weird about it because for 17 years now, ish, he has been telling me, all right, drink the irony of this, that without my glasses, I look a bit freakish. Okay?
Well, hang on.
No, that has been
No.
what's been said.
I think you're misquoting me. I don't think I used that word. I don't think I just said. All I said was I just used the metaphor of like if you build a tree house in a tree, you know, and after a while the tree grows around the tree house and eventually it just becomes this one thing that just works. It looks good, you know. But then if you just suddenly took the tree house away after all that time, what you would be left with this sort of hideous sort of gap, just like a chasm, like a black, like a hole, you know, like an ugly sort of cavity. That's all I said.
That's all he's
so
ever said.
if you're going to get offended at that, I should just not talk at all. I think that's the answer. I should just go off to the bush somewhere
You've been
and live by myself.
now. Do you expect me to go?
Is that what you
don't
want me
go
to
off
do?
the
Just go and
bush,
live in a
Yoni.
hut?
No, don't rush off to the bush by yourself. Get
I'll
out
go
of
and
my
live in a
face.
hut made of steel.
No, Yoni, don't get out of my face.
Excuse me.
I would like this to be. This would be an interesting dynamic, wouldn't it? If I was actually standing
If you were the short guy, and we could like give you shit.
No, the really short guy.
Grass is always greener.
Oh, like the people don't know how to
It'd be
act around you because you're.
It'd
that
be
short.
it'd be a lesson in the rungs of life.
What are we doing now, guys?
You know.
Yeah, right. You suddenly
'Cause
become
I'd
all
bully
enthusiastic.
You, Yoni, and then Yoni, you'd bully him, and
No, I'd bully you.
what?
I'm up here. I'm small, but I'm
Oh,
up
but I've got a
high.
massive head.
I've got a tiny head.
Okay, I see.
But I'm tall.
I was reading it wrong.
And I'm basically
But
weng.
there's bulk.
Oh, by the way, on ABC at home, sorry to American, if you're at home, on the ABC iView, they've put up for your height only, Weng.
The Weng Weng movie.
The Indonesian midget super spy movie from the 70s. So if you want to have a look at that, that's my pick.
if you
my
do.
hot pick for the week.
If you do want to have a look at it, then
Scotch
you could.
Mist. Just to answer your question, Song in an Hour is not happening at the moment in June because of our need to do work for the shows. Some new tunes will be rolling out.
Come Sunday.
Come Sunday.
On Come Sunday.
That's what it's going to be
I'm
called
not-
because
I
Scott's got this
Signed
whole
off
plan
on-
about
no,
it.
I haven't signed
You
off
don't
on
like Come
that.
Sunday?
I don't love Come Sunday. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with
I
Come
don't love
Sunday?
it. I just don't love it. It just doesn't touch
We were
me.
talking the other day about how Gatesy never gets a gig fat. Like
Bit weird,
he
isn't it?
never once has had
Never comes up.
a stage mongrel. He's never once.
Never once.
Not once.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I've never had a show bone.
No, never.
Not one.
Never had
Not
a
one.
showbone.
Not one show bone. But you.
Never the musician's missile. Not once.
A late night larrikin. I've never had one of them.
Well, an entertainment egg.
So Melbourne Girl keeps asking for Meteor for next week.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about that?
It's an interesting song.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We can talk about
That first album.
our first album.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Okay, Meteor it is, Melbourne Girl. You got your wish. Now you need to be there next week
Where?
because if things get
In their
weird,
home.
if it's weird, then that's your fault.
If it gets a bit weird,
Yeah.
if it feels a bit awkward,
Yeah.
a bit earnest.
I'm just saying, if you make a request, you have to face the music next week.
Yeah.
As the one planned thing that we do.
That hasn't even been. I don't think that song's been uttered in 10 years.
No.
Like like the whole noughties was never sung.
No, it
All
was.
those
never.
Falcon Crest jokes in it just went out of fashion,
Falcon Crest.
and all the O.J. Simpson material.
Just like that.
You know.
Hey, I think we should. It feels like we've reached our natural
Yeah.
sort of conclusion, but maybe we should do you know how we start the show with a little play on.
Play on.
Let's do a play off.
A play off.
Play out.
Okay. What's your vision? Do you have a vision?
Not really.
What instrument do you want me to be on, Jon? Because I could play,
Several.
I could play the tambo, or I could play the guitar.
Okay, let's ask them. What do they want us to play? There's keyboards, guitars. Now, what do you want us to play?
Hand spider.
Hand spider.
And spider.
Yep.
Is that who's
Okay.
doing that?
Who's doing the hand spider?
It doesn't make much noise, but it's interesting.
If you say an instrument, you have to say a name next to it, so we know what to.
I'll do.
Play the trumpet,
hand,
Scott.
I'll do the hand spider.
Play the trumpet, Scott.
How do you feel about that?
No one wrote that, Gatesy. Oh no, they did. Ace 1309.
So Scott plays the trumpet. I'll play the hand spider. I think we need some sort of bed from you, Gates.
Yeah.
A
I'll
bed.
play the bed.
A musical bed.
A bed. All right. Can I
Alright.
use the guitar?
And I'm gonna.
What do you
go
want me
here.
to play, guys?
Just
How
go
do I
like
hold
this.
How do I hold it?
Yon
that's good.
guitar.
Is this right?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yon guitar.
And no, I'm doing hand spider.
Okay.
I'll do it, and I'll do a little finish with a little bit of
Keyboard
guitar.
Gatesy.
That
Keyboard
doesn't
Gatesy.
seem right. You sure you
Harmonica.
hold it like that?
Is that all right?
Is this right? Am I
What?
holding this right?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You gonna play the guitar?
I'm going to play the keyboard. It says Keyboard Gatesy.
Oh, keyboard Gatesy.
Who's doing lyrics? Who's doing lyrics?
Who's doing lyrics? We all are. We've got free mouths, except you. Everyone but you.
You ready? Thanks for coming to the Golden Stream, folks. 3, 4.
right. The customer isn't always
Yeah,
right.
that was a good example.
Yeah.
Bye.